All right, I'm gonna put one of them things right here on this tree that I can sleep under. I forgot what it was. A plow point. We're gonna make a plow point shelter. And finally, Mr. Tony Powers, I have your bobcat knife on a camping trip, if you can believe that. And then I'm gonna slice my hand wide open. So we're gonna come up here about yay high, head height, put this through, and then now I'll put another overhead loop knot on this end, and I'll show you why shortly. So I got us a nice little toggle here. We're just gonna find one corner of the double D 3x3, and we're gonna feed this into this. I'm gonna put the old toggle in there. Now, we're gonna come out and stake this puppy down. If I can find my tit stakes. Only got 3. Good thing we only need 3. Now, pull this end all the way out. And stake it down. Come on, work with me here. It's very windy today. There we go. And if you wanted to, we could run a line from this tree back here and pick up in the center or do whatever, you know, and just give it more dimension if you want to, but it's not really necessary. We're gonna be sleeping on a cot. So let me show you the cot. All right, so what we have here is the Naturehike Cot, and I've used this for several years now. I've done it on swamp camping. I've done it in several videos on this cot. But this thing weighs about 7 pounds, maybe 8 pounds or so. So what we're going to use today is the Helinox. Helinox, this thing is crazy. This is like 2.3 pounds, 2 point something pounds. And they put together the same way, they do the same thing. But this is the first chance I've had to get out here camping in this particular one. So tonight, we are going to check this out. It's got a nice little bag. It's all nice and white, so it gets real dirty. And it folds up pretty cool. Now these little things these do exactly that. They're like little tent pegs. They're extremely lightweight. And tonight it's supposed to be like 30 some odd degrees, if not in the high 20s. Now, these little dudes, they fit on one way. That's your feet, your footses. And tonight I have the old OG military green sleeping bag. All right, now, throw this dude in here. And there is a slit. Maybe it's on the other side. Once again, there is a slit. It is on this side. This thing fits in here, in that slit like that. And you just slide it down. All the way through. And just keep doing it and do the same thing for the other side. Now, once you get all the way to the end, there's this tab. You pull this, and it slides over and locks inside that thing. Now, let's put the other one in. All right, now we're going to go ahead and attach our feet. Now, it doesn't matter where you do it. These things are going to click and lock in. And some people are going to be like, hey, that's hard. Well, it's supposed to be difficult. If everything was easy, it wouldn't be worth doing. So there we go. You click that puppy in there, just like that. You get 4 of them, 1 on each end. And don't lock your sleeves up in there. Do the same thing. Same thing. And 1 more. Now, you have a lightweight cot to throw all your stuff in, your sleeping bag and everything on. I mean, this thing is 2 pounds. This thing is lightweight. Got my pillar right here. I got my wool blanket. You know I'm not going anywhere without the wool blanket. And then I got the OG green sleeping bag, original U.S. Air Force. So maybe I'll have to tell the story of how I ended up with this. This was my original issued sleeping bag whenever I was in the military. And I probably have to tell that story around the campfire and around Camp What the Heck or whatnot. So tonight we're camping out on the Pearl River, and we have the little shelter going on right here, doing some primitive camping with none other than Dave.
Hey, everybody.
So I got some freeze-dried beans going on right now. Did some white beans, freeze-dried, and some rice. And I got that stuff going on a little stove. And then we got some more of the Primitive Camping Rations, the chicken stew that we brought. Got some Primitive Camping blend coffee going to go. Got the fire pit ready. Got a little bit of firewood going. And this is it. We a spot that we pulled right up to the river on, and a little bluff that we overlook the river. Nice little spot, nice little setup, and a little place that we just sit around the fire and chill. What you think, Dave?
10 out of 10.
You got the all natural fire plugs going on here, so you just take one out and then you just whip that dude around and you make it all fluffy and very fibrous. Now we'll do the super secret method of starting this fire. We got the spork, the survival spork with the ferro rod in it. So we'll take our trusty but not rusty knife and we'll see if we can do this. Hold on now. This is so flimsy, it's awkward. There we go. Just take one little spark. And so I already got another one out too. And it don't take long for this stuff to light. That's how you start a fire with a spork.
Is that primitive?
That is extremely primitive. That is extremely primitive. A spork.
I just want to point out here that we're hitting the other end of the spectrum tonight. We have camped in what was almost the hottest time of the year here in South Mississippi. And tonight we're going to be camping in almost the coldest weather that we get down here in South Mississippi.
It's supposed to be what, 26 degrees tonight?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Upper 20s, low 30s. So
Yeah. That's,
yeah. Too cold for the common folk, but you know, we can handle it.
For the common folks.
Yeah.
Well, we got the fire lit, we got everything ready, got the camp set up, and we sat around and we talked for several hours, listened to a couple of owls way off in the distance. And never made it pretty close. But the temperature dropped down to 26 degrees. And the next morning, we woke up to this. At a little 8-point, he was chasing these does around, and it's real early for that. It is only like November 9th or 10th. And typically in South Mississippi, they don't happen until the second week or after of December. But this dude was relentless. He would chase them into the water. They would swim halfway to the other side, and they'd turn around and go back. Now, if you notice, it's got 2 does, 2 yearlings, an 8-point, and then it's got 2 spikes, or 2 younger bucks. And I don't know if the young bucks were part of the group with the does that haven't been run off yet or what. But anyway, it was pretty cool to watch this. We watched it for over an hour, and then we got busy with our breakfast and coffee and just our morning routine as usual.
Getting old don't bother me, 'cause with eyes that's been through life, it's so much easier to see who I am and who I wanna be. No, getting old don't bother me. Truth can be a bitter pill, but it'll do you right and set you free the way a lie never will. Like climbing up the steepest hill, but truth can be a bitter pill.
All in all, the cot was comfortable. It was not bad at all. It was cold. It was very cold. Last night was very cold, and barely got any sleep. But it was all good. It was the first cold snap of the year, and it went from being summertime in South Mississippi to wintertime overnight. And it dropped down to like 26 degrees last night. It was pretty cold. But other than that, the cot was great. The cot did exactly what it was supposed to do. And I even moved it close to the fire and slept by the fire. And, other than that, there's not much to say about it. It's a cot.